Hello, nerds! Thank you for joining me here on Nerd News Clips. This is the second channel. This is the place for all of the short-form content as well as the individual sections and just generally speaking smaller things. If you are into the longer form content, youtube.com/generallynerdy is the place to go see that. With that out of the way, let's get into this.
Let's just jump into the Henry Cavill side of this because it's pretty nuts. So shortly after, I think it was like Saturday, it might have been Monday. Let's see what the... Oh no, it was the day after the last stream. So the last Thursday, it was made known that there is going to be a Warhammer cinematic universe, Warhammer 40k cinematic universe, and Henry Cavill is going to be producer and also some sort of star in said universe. So we have, we'll go to the updated article actually with the official announcement from Cavill. There we go. So here, once again, Cosmic Book News. We have Henry Cavill announces Warhammer Cinematic Universe. Henry Cavill announces that he is developing a Warhammer Cinematic Universe at Amazon, which confirms Thursday news and follows his exit from Superman. Who needs DC or Marvel? That is a very good question. The actor who recently exited DC and the Man of Steel role released a teaser on Instagram where it is known he is a huge fan of the popular tabletop game. This is one side of the nerddom that I never really got into much, was the tabletop stuff really at all. But even less so was Warhammer 40k. I know a fair amount of people who do play, but I just didn't have the time in my schedule between music and comic books and movies and stuff. Just tabletop stuff didn't happen for me. So the article continues on. Quote, "For 30 years, I have dreamt of seeing a Warhammer universe in live action," posted Cavill. Now, after 22 years of experience in this industry, I finally feel that I have the skill set and experience to guide a Warhammer cinematic universe into life. It is going to be on Amazon, so he is going as far away from comic book stuff as possible, it would seem, in order to do this. Cavill continued with a mention of his girlfriend, who is a former executive at Legendary who oversees TV at Vertigo Entertainment that partnered with Cavill on Warhammer. Partnering with Natalie Viscuso at Vertigo has been a blessing beyond words. Without her, we might not have found the perfect home at Amazon, he said. And having a home like Amazon will give us the freedom to be true to the massive scope of Warhammer. Yes, massive is a fair way to put the scope of that franchise. Cavill continued, "To all of you Warhammer fans out there, I promise to respect this IP that we love." And he goes like whole hog with it too. Apparently his army he hand painted himself. He didn't buy any prefabs or anything like that. So that's pretty awesome. The quote continues, "I promise to bring you something familiar. And I endeavor to bring you something fantastic that is, as of yet, unseen. Our first steps are to find our filmmaker, creator, writer. Watch this space, my friends. I have loved Warhammer since I was a boy, making this moment truly special for me," added Cavill in a statement with the official announcement from Amazon. "The opportunity to shepherd this cinematic universe from its inception is quite the honor and the responsibility. I couldn't be more grateful for all the hard work put in by Vertigo, Amazon Studios, and Games Workshop, who owns the Warhammer IP, to make this happen one step closer to making a nigh-on lifelong dream come true." Jennifer Salk, head of Amazon and MGM Studios, said in a statement, "Warhammer 40k has captured the imagination of fans of all ages from all walks of life and all over the world. We are excited to work with Henry, Vertigo Entertainment, and Games Workshop across our Amazon Entertainment businesses on this brilliant, immersive franchise for our global customers to experience for years to come." That's crazy. Amazon is reported to have acquired the Warhammer rights, which includes TV series, film, and likely games and animation. And that is a Warhammer logo. Cavill to have creative control and freedom on Warhammer. So just absolutely freaking huge. Natalie Viscuso also commented on Instagram, fantasy, horror, and sci-fi are the bedrock of my creative language. So when Henry introduced me to Warhammer a couple years ago, I immediately felt at home, she said. The stories are rich and complex. The scope of the world building provides an incredible playground for one's imagination, and the characters, both tragic and heroic, never leave you. Viscuso continued, building a cinematic universe with Henry, our team at Amazon, and the empire that is Games Workshop is an honor and a pleasure. To the community, thank you for the warm welcome. We hope to do you proud, and importantly, glory to Slanesh for the empire. For the emperor, sorry. Cavill and his manager, Danny Garcia, also the manager of The Rock, one might note, also commented, here to guiding a cinematic universe and a dream come true. I think that's probably here's. Worth a mention is that it has also been reported Henry Cavill will be producer on the Amazon Warhammer live-action series, and we will see... he mentions how Amazon will give him freedom and how he will respect the IP, which is what he said about The Witcher, which is why I'm so confused as to why people were shocked by the fact that he wasn't going to go back to The Witcher after the Superman happenings.
Once again, this has been just a brief segment from the larger episode that has been posted over on the main channel, youtube.com/generallynerdy. Go over there for the long form content, or just subscribe here if you want it in bite-sized chunks. Thank you very much for joining me, nerds. We'll see you in the next one. Before we go though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.